Join me on a randomized shiny adventure through Area 0 while we take down the final chapter. Plus, the final battle against the professor gets wild. Let's get to it. We start off realizing our doggo isn't going to carry everyone around anymore, thus making our journey all the way to the bottom by foot. And along the way, we see all kinds of random Pokemon, but I can't wait till I get to check things out without a group later on after the story's finished. We come across the first little research shack thing and get stopped by a wild Glamora. I suppose these Pokemon were left unrandomized, just like Titans we faced previously in the series. Either way, it's easily taken down without breaking a sweat. With the first tower research thing activated, we continue to make our way to the bottom layer of Area 0. That is, until Penny sees a rabid-looking Jigglypuff, and we have to put it down. So, I send out Zacian, and it's game over for Screamtail. Job done. And only a few quick steps later, Arvin wants to relive battling another great Tusk. Zacian is my go-to for everything at this point. It's truly overpowered, even after the nerf it got. Finally stepping foot into the cave, and it looks so nice in here. Tons of waterfalls and all kinds of deadly creatures. Ah, how inviting. Either way, I book it to the last research station shack thing. And here, I cut on the power, or cut off the power. I don't know, whichever one's the correct answer. And what felt like an eternity later, we finally make it to the bottom floor of the cavern. And it's here, we hit the button. And we let out a ton of prehistoric creatures, which we subsequently have to battle, of course. Great Tusk again gets bodied. How surprising. Brute Bonnet, more like brutally wrecked. And Fluttermane gets flustered and faints. That's cheesy. We find out the professor is a relative to ChatGPT and decide to take her out before the robots can dominate humanity. I love the setting for this battle. They really did a good job making this battle feel way more epic, especially considering the lackluster stages the Elite Four got. Either way, iRobot Sada leads with a shiny Charizard. Yeah, Game Freak wishes they could have gotten away with doing another version of Charizard. We flip turn out and follow with the Volt Switch, and just like that, Game Freak's mascot is out of here. Chestnut is thrown out, so I put Rotom into Easy Bake mode and roast it. Urshifu is tossed down the cliff, and I forgot what type it was. I know there's 2 different types, but I used Spiritomb to put it to sleep and realized, yep, this is the dark one. That was when Dream Eater had no effect, so I switched out the Zacian. And yeah, one play rough later, it's gone. Houndoom meets its end in only a single Jet Punch. Florges looks plant-like, so I figured Rotom would cook it in one hit, but it didn't. So I Volt switched out, and Glamora introduces it to a Sludge Wave. Armarouge is the last Pokemon for AI Sada, and in just 2 Sludge Waves, it's defeated.
And it's gone.
The team shows up, and Arvin learns that ChatGPT took over his mom. And then this happened.
Everyone loves Mew, right? Okay. Something ain't right. That's some creepypasta nightmare fuel for sure. Yeah, well, that's what I encountered as I went into my final battle of the game against the should be other legendary.
I was completely unexpecting this to happen, but it did, and yeah, here we are. But our doggo transforms, and it scares Mew back to a normal size. However, it almost one-shots me on the first turn. I suspect Game Freak has this encounter coded in a way that you simply cannot lose, but I was left wondering the entire time as I slowly knocked down its health. And yeah, after a tedious amount of Terra Blasts and Mew using Life Dew, I finally was able to knock it out. And ChatGPT Sada was defeated. And it decides to merge with Bing, the big machine that it's entering. Ironically, after learning Arvin's mom had passed away, everyone's just like, come on bro, don't be such a downer. And he gets over it way faster than I could say I would have. But yeah, that's Pokemon for you, I suppose.
Look at this photograph.
The credits roll, and that's the base game completed. There's still all of Area 0 to explore, as well as the gyms to re-challenge. But I am unsure of what I will do with this series moving forward, as I got a couple more ideas to try out next. I could do all the way up to the Pokemon Battle contest that Nemona holds, but I will wait and see the reactions you give me after I post this episode. So, till then, I want to thank you for hanging out with me all the way to the end. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I look forward to your feedback. Anyways, I'll catch you next time.